next year. We're a British company and we're very proud of it. We'd really like to do some stuff to do with the Olympics next year.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to do it in a traditional kind of way. I want to do it in a Runescape way. There's different ways you can approach that. You can look at things from an avatar level and you can say, okay, you've got 99 rating, so therefore you've got to be good at the javelin throw, right? But of course you can look at it a different way. You can think about user skill. You can think about you, the people that are actually there on the other side of the monitor, and what your skill levels are. So I'd like to come up with a whole load of different events and different games where you can win gold medals, silver medals, bronze medals, but all different versions of things in the Olympic Games, but just a bit more RuneScaping. So I was thinking about the cycling, cycling's a bit strange and they have these team sports where they're all cycling at the same time and they're trying to catch up with each other and it's kind of like a weird kind of relay race. So imagine if you're on the back of a battle tortoise when you were doing that. How cool would that be? So you've got a bunch of people on battle tortoises all running around the track, handing a baton over to each other, watching their speed or trying to work out how much energy they've consumed as they're running around the track. That's the kind of thing that I'd really like to do. Of course, javelin throwing would be a lot of fun, but I prefer the idea of kind of aiming at a goblin who's like running around on the track. So, distance is important, but penetration of goblin, How far can you stick that javelin through your goblin? Is he embedded to the floor? Can he move or not? That kind of thing, that's really what I'd like to do. What about something like rhythmic gymnastics or something like that, A bit crazy, people sort of chucking ribbons in the air. What if that wasn't a ribbon? What if it was an abyssal whip? What if I'm like lobbing with an abyssal whip and I'm doing tricks? And all those kind of things. And I'm earning XP for it as well. Big medal ceremonies at the end, people with gold medals, silver medals, make people famous in the community. So that's my first kind of idea. That's the Runescape Olympics. And we'd really like to do that throughout the period of the Olympic Games next year. Next one. It's a big one. You guys have been talking to me about this all weekend. You're all saying, yeah, I'm really pleased you brought the wilderness back. And yeah, it's been fun. But you know what? I kind of like that bounty hunter thing, Bounty hunter was a lot of fun. That was some weirdness to it, the whole 76k thing, not really my kind of cup of tea. But I really liked the idea of people being given targets. I really liked the kind of safety net that you got when you picked up the loot. You got a little bit of time and you could run away. A lot of people have talked about pile jumping, and a lot of people have said, maybe it's not my kind of cup of tea. I love the wilderness, but pile jumping, maybe not for me. So we're just going to have a quick look.
Or not. Oh, what's that?
So, imagine you're playing a game of Bounty Hunter. Imagine you've got your target and you've slayed all the things that you were told to slay, and the clouds open. And down from the gods you are delivered the most powerful weapon you have ever seen. The most powerful weapon that anyone could ever wield. If you're a warrior, you might be given something like this. Some kind of sword, some kind of epic weapon that drops from the gods and falls on the floor, a bit like Excalibur, you all know King Arthur. If you've drawn this sword, then you are now an epically powerful warrior. You can swing your sword around, you can kill loads of people that are around you, but of course, they want your sword. Because they want to be the ones to hold the weapon of destruction when you're done with it. So you go around, killing a whole load of people, picking up their loot, and you've got a safety net.